another crime scene.
Yo, what is good, peeps? What's happening, captains? What's happening with y'all? I'm gonna start doing my lives like that, yo. I'm gonna starting my lives off like that. I think it's different, and I fucks with it for real. I fuck with it. So I'm gonna start probably playing some music, some shit that I put together. But probably about 6-8 minutes before I go live. But at 5 o'clock, I'm gonna play my intro, and we're gonna get it cracking. You feel what I'm saying? So, shout out to everybody that came through. Salute to you, Johnny Q in the house. What's good with you? Brian King, what's good with you? Say happy Saturday, Queen, in the chat. Happy Saturday. Hold on, I think this shit is too loud in the background. Hold up. Let me turn this down. All right, I think that's a lot better. It's a lot better. Salute to you, King Corleone. What's good with you, boxer? Boxing. Salute to you, Big Mike Biggs, boxing in the house. Salute to you, Korner Boss up in the building. What's good with you? Member of the channel. Salute to you, Roger. What's good with you? What's happening? Intro on fleek. I appreciate you. Salute to you, Apple and LDTV. What is good with you? Salute to you, Jose Diaz. What's popping? Yeah, he banged Fleet. Tanks on fire. Yeah, man. I'm glad everybody finally seeing what I've been saying for the last 5 years. I'm so glad. So glad people caught up to the real shit. Salute to you, New Fat Boy Fitness. What's happening with you? Salute. Everybody hit that like button. Yeah, he straight up. Salute to you, AJ64. What's good with you? Salute to you, Cuzzo. Just do boxing in the house. What's happening with you, man? What's good with you? Salute to you, Wookie Whoop. It's been a little minute. I'm glad you caught me, though. I'm glad you caught me today. For real. I feel good. Salute to you, Curtis Price. What's happening with you? Appreciate you for stopping by. It's been a minute since I've seen you. I know you be in my video comments, but you don't really be catching my live. Salute to you, GD. What's happening with you? ATX Slab Life, Cletus, ATX Big Texas. Oh, this motherfucker. Damn. Your name long as shit. Gotta be a G to pronounce that shit without fucking up. Salute to you, dope shit, cuz I appreciate you, just do. You know, trying to show a little bit of my talents. Salute to you, Zach. Zach B, what's good with you? Salute to you, Teach. What's happening? What's happening? Said got a little bit of gasoline. Yeah. Appreciate you. Salute to you, Aunt. What's happening? Crush the legend into his house. Can I get down? Let me get down. Hold up. Salute to you, Connell Local Sports. What's happening? Salute to you, Pimpin'. What's happening? The Jab Jamboree. What's good with you? Nice little live you had before. What was it? At like 3? I don't know what time you started, but I know I was in that joint around 3:30. Nice little live. For real. Club Korner, right? Paying top dollar to get in here, right? Need a free drink though, right? Good. No bullshit, yo. I miss y'all. Yo, it's me. Just me, yo. It's me. Salute to you, Kizzy, and the super chat. Definitely appreciate you, Queen. Say salute, Ashley, in the chat. Tank that dude. Yes, he is. And it's a lot to talk about. Did y'all see that interlude or whatever you call it from Tank vs. Ryan that they just played? I'm glad I caught that shit before I went live. It was a little bit more motivation. Did y'all see Ryan Garcia go to the corner after he was stopped and tell his corner, he was like, yeah, and they was talking about the body shot, and he was like, yeah, I could have continued, but I didn't want him out. Like, he's full of shit all the time, and that motherfucker just quit because he knew he was about to get made a meme. A worse one. He's about to break his motherfucking jaw. For real. That shit was fire though. I so appreciate when they do them interludes and show the whole round. Like that shit be fire. It's like another all access. It's like a plus to the whole event. Yo, we're gonna get right on into it though, because like I said, it's a lot to say. Hold on, get this shit up. Like I said, it's a lot to say. Man, I seen it. Yo, you see, yo, ain't it fire though? How they always do that interlude. I don't know about everybody else, but they do it with Tank in the last 2 fights he had. I think this is the 3rd fight. Yep, I just watched it. Salute to you, Felix Nunez. What's up? Say salute. I want to talk about the girls first, yo. I want to talk about the chicks, man. Franchon Cruz versus Savannah Marshall, man. I was thinking straight up, like, immediately, Savannah Marshall gonna beat Cruz. That's how I was thinking, like, straight up. I had to go back and watch tape, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't really watch Franchon Cruz fight. I just remember seeing her, fight about 2 fights, but it was, like, earlier in her career. I went back and watched her last fight that she had, and she didn't do too bad in the first 5-6 rounds of that fight. After that, she got very winded. That's when I seen the sloppy Cruz. You know what I'm saying? That's really not her from start to finish and how she do things. She really does get in and out with kind of powerful hands. She throws power shots all the time, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to start watching her a little bit more. So it kind of wavered what I was saying at first. I'm like, maybe she does have a chance. And I went back and watched Savannah Marshall's last fight versus Shields. And I'm like, man, given the fact at the times when Shields did the things that Cruz does in the fight, she landed. But when I went back and looked on BoxRec about the power, Cruz really don't have that much. It's like her and Shields are either neck and neck, or Shields probably got a little bit more power than Cruz, especially since Cruz really just throw bombs from the outside coming in. Like, them shit should drop people. Shadeja Green throw them bitches and drop people. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that Krista Shields was doing the same thing, and it's not like she was dropping Savannah, she was keeping her at bay, but the boxing skills, the IQ, and the way she was moving, and defensively, Shields have a lot better defense than Cruz. It's different. When I'm watching Savannah Marshall fight somebody as great as Cruz, I can't really fault everything that she was doing on just herself. I have to give credit to Shields. So thinking about it, this could be a very entertaining and even match fight. But to be honest, this fight is being held in England, Manchester, if I'm not mistaken. It says June 17th is when the fight's happening, but it's happening in England, and she's not going to stop or drop Savannah Marshall, in my opinion. Savannah Marshall is moving up in weight. They're around the same height and size. She's not bigger than Savannah Marshall. They're around the same size. Savannah Marshall probably an inch or two bigger, taller. They got the same reach. I'm going to go with Savannah Marshall still. I think it's going to be a very hard, very good fight, though. Like, I give her more credit than I did in the beginning. But I smell an upset. Am I the only one to smell an upset with that damn fight? I don't see the shit. I don't see her winning in London in a decision like Shields did. I just don't put them on. I don't put Shields right beside. I don't put Franchon Cruz DeZern right beside Shields in level and talent. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to it, and I don't think they're on the same level. I don't think she can go to London and do exactly what Carissa Shields did. I don't think she can. I honestly think she's going to lose. I honestly think this is going to, when decision happens, that I think they're going to raise Savannah Marshall's hand, and I don't know if they're going to have a rematch in there or not. But I see Savannah Marshall fighting Green, or I can see Savannah Marshall trying to get a rematch with Shields. But the problem is she won't come to America to fight Shields. I don't know if Shields would do it. Maybe she would. And she probably would. Do y'all think Shields would go to London again to be double undisputed in another weight class at 168? If that does happen, what I just said, do y'all think she'll go to London to fight Savannah Marshall for all the titles at 168? I just think, honestly, if Marshall had the titles, we'll probably see a good fight after she get them. We'll probably see something real good. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that Cruz isn't a good fighter, because she is, just like I said. But at the same time, like, you're not going to fight Shadasia Green. I really think Marshall would. I think Marshall would take that fight because it's her mandatory. And besides that, the only person that I really think wants to fight Savannah Marshall is Christina Hammer. And I would like to see that fight. But other than that, there's really nobody else to fight. And if she don't have the fight, she will have to fight her mandatory. So I really smell an upset. Ryan talking about he should have made it boring. Shit, nothing Ryan could have did to change the L. Nothing. Tank took that boy's soul second round. And another thing about the interlude, like, after the first round and Ryan went to the corner, the trainer, Joe Goosen, said right to him, I have to tell you, that was a very good round. And you won it just using your jab and going in and out. So he told you the key to success. And what did Ryan do? Ryan went out there, waited like 15 seconds, and started throwing bombs. You started doing the opposite of what your trainer said that was working your first round, and you did win that first round. You won it because Tank really didn't throw no punches. You won it, but you didn't even try to do that shit. You went out, waited like 15 seconds, started throwing bombs because you told everybody that you was going to knock him out the second round. So you tried, and you got knocked down. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Shields got power. Yeah, I think Shields got more power than front. Like, if you look at both box racks, let me bring it up. You look at both box racks, I think she has more knockouts. So in my opinion, she has more power, regardless if either one of them don't have power or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has more power than Cruz, in my opinion, just because of the percentage. And in my opinion, Shields fought better opposition. She got a 20% knockout rating. What is all of this that pop? Hold up. Hold up, man. This Jones said it locked my computer as soon as I open box rack. What type of shit is that? Hold on, Anthony. Damn. Damn, that was serious. That was way more than I bargained for. Can y'all still hear me? Shit. That was way more than I bargained for. But nah, I'm not even gonna try that shit again. She got more knockouts, man. Fuck that. That shit was crazy just now. Salute to you, Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. Salute to you, young man. What's good with you? All hail Queen Ashley. Salute to you, Charles Jameson. What's happening with you? Appreciate you for stopping by. Coach 67 Sports TV. What's good with you, Coach? Appreciate you coming through. Let me see. Anthony Jones in the house said Dezern ain't got no defense. She could very well lose. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, Shields had way better defense. And you remember Shields during the fight? Well, after the fight, she said she got hit with one of them left hooks and she couldn't see. Shields said she went blind momentarily during the fight. She just didn't quit. after she got out the corner, she came out and she was good again. You know what I'm saying? So the girl got power. Savannah Marshall got power. And you know what I'm saying? Shields admitted it. When Franchon fought that girl on Pids, I was impressed. Exactly. But I don't know how she'll stand up against Marshall. I'm not saying she'll get dropped or stopped or nothing. I'm saying after when they raise her hand in a decision. That's what I'm saying. Salute to you, Votes UK. You're right, Kizzy. Right. This would be a tough fight for Cruz, especially in London. Exactly. Shields don't need to go over there anymore. No, she doesn't. But I can see her trying to bring Shields over there just for another undisputed fight because Shields knows that she can beat her. She knows that she can beat her. And that's another undisputed weight class under her belt. Like, she could entice her with that shit. She's a soldier. Yes, she is. Salute to you, Miss Joette. What's good with you, Queen? Good afternoon. And the Latin channels. It's all excuses. Told Ryan, shut up already. Quit little. No bullshit. Salute to you, Big Dog Willie. Salute to you. What's good with you in the super chat, birthday twin? Did you know Khan smashed for real? Just to do it? Nah, bruh. He did not smash Oprah. Not the O. Salute to you, Cassandra. What's good with you, Queen? Say hey, Ashley. Hey. Salute to you, Mahari. What's good with you, sports podcasts? What's good? You're good. Thanks, man. That shit was crazy. Video and audio is okay. Thank you. Shields got more dog than Hector Garcia. What it do, Ashley? Facts. Marshall has power. Marshall has power. Doesn't have the skill of Carisha does. No, she don't got the skill. But we talking about her fighting Shields, though. I mean, Cruz. We talking about Marshall versus Cruz. Like, I really think that'll be a motherfucking upset. Like, that's just honestly how I see it. No bullshit, yo. All right. I wanted to say, let me move on. Let's move on. I want to save Tank for last because there's going to be a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? But, T-Ho, I got to get T-O, yo. I got to get T-O. And I've been drinking. So I had to write some shit down. So I won't forget my talking point. But y'all know what T.O. said, right? About the black fighters and shit like that. I think I got a little piece of it. And that's all I really want y'all to hear is just the part that he was talking about black fighters. Screw everything else around with it. I don't have to talk about that for real. But Ryan ass, man. Oh, yeah, I got to get Ryan. Damn, I'm just seeing all these messages. Hold on. Oh, where's the damn joint at? I hate how YouTube changed everything around on this joint, yo. This shit crazy. But Ryan Garcia, yo, I mean, T.O. was talking about the black fighters, though. Here it is, right here. Wait till this commercial's over. Y'all can hear exactly what this mofo said. Wrong video.
Fight on ESPN. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. This is why this fight means everything to me. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. I brought Bud Light to Top Rank. If they want the black fighters, they could keep them. What do you mean by?
Man, T.O. said it's his last fight with Top Rank on ESPN. If they want the black fighters, they can keep them. Okay. Teo, my man Teo. Teofimo Lopez, who the fuck gonna sign you? Who do you think is gonna sign you? Teo about to work for the same person that signed AB. He's about to work for Don King out this bitch. Teo about to be golden boy. Ain't nobody really gonna. I don't know who gonna sign Teo. Anybody want to work with you, man? You be full of shit. And be full of shit. Teo female on the low. I don't think what Teo said came off as racist. It don't need to. It don't need to come off as racist. It is what it is. You shouldn't single out one race when it comes to shit. Like how many races is in boxing? A lot. Like it's not just white and black people in boxing and Spanish. It's a few different races, man. This is world. This is WBA. This is worldwide boxing. Like you singled out one race. I'm gonna break it down for you, though. I'm gonna break it down for you, Teach, because I'm gonna let you know it is about race. That's race. It don't have to come off racist. It is. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because you singled out a race. He made it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Teo, look at his dad. Look what happened to the upbringing he had, right? From an apple tree, right? Apples, not oranges. Apple don't fall far from the tree either. Teo know he about to be a journeyman. Exactly. That's what I say, about to be a young ass journeyman out there. A young ass gatekeeper is what I called his ass. Status after Taylor beat his ass. Hey yo, fuck that racist. Teofimo Lopez Jr., aka the took over. No bullshit. Only PBC and Top Rank has any good 140 pounders. So I guess he'll go to PBC to fight Rolly. Exactly. He ain't fighting Rolly though. They ain't gonna never fight. I'm listening. I got you. After Teal's loss to Cambo, which is Cambosa's in poor performance. What else can he expect? Exactly. Teo and his dad, complete idiots, delusional. All right, man. Teo ducked black fighters in a Spanish fight. He ducked Devin Haney, and when he moved up, he had smoke waiting for him. He could have fought Arnold Barbosa, but he didn't. Teo actually said he wanted $10 million to fight a black fighter. Well, I said you can keep the black fighters. Nobody asked for $10 million ever to fight Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez asked for $10 million to fight Devin Haney. Teo wasn't even dissed by ESPN or Top Rank about when he stole the shine from Canelo and walked up on stage with his 3 titles and a half. Nobody dissed him. ESPN didn't diss him. I don't remember Tim Brady or Andre Ward saying anything about him stealing Canelo's shine. I don't remember anybody saying anything about that shit. They let his ass get away with it. That's showing love to me. Everybody knew you was delusional. They allowed you to get to like, people honestly interviewed him and was talking about him being undisputed, knowing that he wasn't. They look stupid by going along with the lie just for Teofimo Lopez. And when Teofimo Lopez ducked Devin Haney, it took a crew of motherfuckers to do it. And then he turned around and snitched on everybody that they did it. He was like, oh, well, yeah, this is how we're going to duck you little B. Who is we? It took a bunch of main names and people that own sanctioning bodies to help him duck Devin Haney. But ESPN don't like him. This ain't about ESPN. I think it's about a small list of things, particularly about black fighters, is the reason why Teal's so mad. It's a long list of things on a reason why he's mad. See, Teo and his pops is trying to make this an ESPN thing. It's not. It's a black thing. Salute to you, Jess K. What's good with you? Salute to you, whatchamacallit. What's popping? But along with all of that, another thing on the list, ESPN just came out with a top 10 list. Let me see if I can find it. They just came out with a top 10 pound for pound list, and your boy wasn't on it. Your boy wasn't on the list. I know where I can find it if it's not right here. I know exactly where I can find the motherfucking list. Damn, there's a lot of shit on here. There it is. That's the pound for pound list. Teofimo Lopez ain't on that list. Devin Haney's number 10. There's not all black fighters on that list now. But Teo ain't on it. It's another reason why he's mad. Teo ain't on that list. ESPN's supposed to have his back. Salute to you, Miss Joette in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you in the super chat. Say just putting some color in the chat for the first lady. Definitely appreciate you, Queen. Definitely appreciate you. How are you gonna get Loma fight? He should be mad at Top Rank for making him fight Cambosis. But he mad his name ain't on that pound for pound list, yo. I don't even think his name really been on the pound for pound list, but like once on ESPN. But ESPN don't show love to a lot of their black fighters. To be honest, to be 100, you know what I'm saying? I done heard him say that Shakur Stevenson was boring. I heard that shit. I heard him say bad stuff, negative stuff about Devin Haney. All of that. And he jealous that ESPN did an interview with Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia for their little build-up of their fight. I think the day before, Thursday or Friday, it was like a short little interview that ESPN had on ESPN, and both of them was on the interview together. He probably mad at that too. He mad at ESPN showed love to people that two members of two totally different networks. Neither one of them, Ryan Garcia and Tank, ain't part of ESPN, but they showed love to that fight. And the fact that Ryan Garcia probably made $10-20 million, Tank made minimum of $30 million that night, yo. For real. Tank's the A side, and I don't think they split it 50-50. Even if they did, he still made $30 million. So he made a minimum of $30 million that night. $30 million. And it didn't take the zone to give him a big ass contract of a bunch of fights to get it. Salute to you, Shawana Allah. What's good with you, Queen? Teal's mad and jealous. You understand what I'm saying? That the same fighters that he grew up with, was in the amateurs with, fought, they're around the same age, they took off and he declined. That's why he's mad. It's like going to school and having a bunch of friends and all of them graduate, all of them move to the next grade and you failed. And now you don't have no classes with your friends and none of that shit. Or even enemies. It's even worse. If you don't like this, you're always in competition with these group of people and you failed and they succeeded. Anger, hate, buildup, jealousy. That's what Teo's going through right now. That's what he's going through right now. Amateurs are there all around the same age. They showing that they letting everybody know Devin Haney and saying that Devin Haney's undisputed. They never really gave him the same respect because he wasn't. It's hate, anger. And the fact that Shakur Stevenson be headlining his own card, makes you think that it's his own fucking card, like he's promoting it his damn self, even though he's not. Make you feel like that. Always hometown fights, always hometown cards. A lot of people that got to fight to get a hometown fight. This motherfucker have a hometown card damn near every year in his hometown, filled with African American fighters, some Spanish, some, Caucasian fighters, all of that. Jealousy. He mad. They doing something that he ain't doing. He ain't looking spectacular like they are doing it. For real, whole undercard stacked. Teo undercards be whack. Bars. For real. I'm telling you, yo. You got all of these young fighters right now on Top Rank coming up in all different weight classes, yo. From the small weights all the way up to like middleweight. They got big fighters. You got the heavyweight fighter, Big Baby. Bruh, it's jealousy. He know he can't compete. It's not about black fighters, for real. It's about Teo jealousy. That motherfucker jealous. He's jealous. It's not about and it's not about ESPN. It's about black fighters, yo. He just saying that shit. Him and his daddy talking about ESPN just don't like us. Man, you crazy. You the only person that people actually said that they was fucking undisputed that wasn't undisputed. First one ever to walk up on the stage with Canelo and show your titles, and he the face of boxing. Bet money, Tank, the face of boxing, would never let a motherfucker scrub with 3.5 titles come up that bitch and act like he's fucking undisputed. Get the hell out of here, bro. You been baby. That's what the fuck it is. You got dropped both of your fights. You walking around acting like you diss people. Both of the people came out and said it never happened. You didn't diss nobody. His whole mental, the way he thinking and the way he feel about this whole boxing game makes me think that you shouldn't even be doing this. You contradicting yourself left and right. This motherfucker be talking about his health and stuff and how people shouldn't joke about it, and in the same fucking interview turn around and say how he'll kill it. He's cool because he like the fact that he can kill somebody in boxing, and the fact that he almost died, and makes him feel good. Like, bro, where are you at? You be straddling the fence like a hoe. No bullshit. Legs be wide the fuck open. Which one is it? Should be bullshit. Motherfucker be saying anything out of his motherfucking mouth. Get a better trainer who thinks he can talk his way to a win, like he did get the Loma, like he did against the Loma fight. But who's on top, Ryan? Devin, Tank, and Teo in the ballroom somewhere. Right, exactly. They was mad that they was fighting in the Hulu theater or some shit like that, bruh. Man. They gave you something you can sell out. They trying to talk good about you, man. Take that 5K, take the 5,000 people that it takes to fill out the Hulu, fill it up, for they can say that you sold some shit out. Motherfucker, stop acting like you the cheese and you ain't. They trying to help your motherfucking ass out. You mad you ain't pulling out numbers like everybody else, and all you doing is talking trash. You shitted on Bob Arum. You shitted on Top Rank, and then you shitted on they two mouthpieces. You shitted on Bradley and Andre Ward. What the fuck do you want? What you think was gonna happen? And your last two fights has been trash, bruh. Trash. It's been trash. So if Josh Taylor beat the brakes off Teo, is Floyd gonna want him to fight Josh? I don't think so. What you mean? Is Floyd gonna want who to fight Josh? What you talking about? Shakur put 10K in the stadium twice. Exactly. Nobody in New York wants to see Teo. Exactly. He can't do it, man. He can't do it. He's jealous as shit. Salute to you, 704 Joe. What's good with you? Salute to you, Bomb Quee. What's good with you? Appreciate you for stopping by. That's all it is. Jealousy and a lack of confidence, right, in his own self. Exactly. No bullshit. Who should Tank fight next? I think he should fight the winner of Lomo versus Devin Haney. That's what I think he should do. Teo can't hang with the brothers. And this is right. This is way of admitting it. No bullshit. Facts. I see that. Salute to you, 88 Sports Talk and the Super Chat. Definitely appreciate you. Say Teal is the definition of delusion. He probably thinks HBO boxing is still around. Exactly. I think HBO stands for hoes be out this. He be deluded. Exactly. No bullshit. I've been said Teal was overhyped. He is. And you've been right out this motherfucker. He overhyped as hell. It's all excuses. Facts. Teal Sr. said if they had Shakira or was it? Shakira and J-Lo. Shakira and they would bring boxing to his knees. I'm like, what the hell Shakira and J-Lo have to do with boxing? Exactly, man. Just like what does Bud Light got to do with anything, man? Fuck that piss water. Fuck beer altogether. Salute to you, Skills from New Orleans. You talking about, you acting like you brung Hennessy like Canelo. Man, sit your fucking corny ass down. Oh my gosh. You talking about Tank? Let me see. Go back up. You saying, no, he's not going to fight. I don't think, for real, that's what you talk about. I'm not listening to Floyd. Regardless of if Floyd is still in his career or not, he ain't signed to that motherfucker. And you know what that means to me? That means he has no say-so in shit. He might be helping them do things plural, but he don't have no say-so in shit. Teal really said how much he really got paid. Now he at the bottom. It's about the money that he get paid. Right, he's seeing Rolly pay-per-view check. And right, exactly. I know Rolly let him know because they friends. I know Rolly let him know what type deal it was. And this Ryan fight was way bigger than Rolly fight. And since Rolly talking about he had the whole promotion on his back, and his back still hurts from the promotion from Tank fight, and the fact that you show bad sportsmanship, didn't talk to the person inside, and you talk bad about Tank after the fight, you should never get a fucking rematch. But I already know what he's about to do. He's going to beat the brakes off of this dude that he's about to fight. He's about to fight a 40-year-old man for the real fucking WBA title at 140. He's going to push a fight with Tank to have a rematch for our actual real WBA, since nobody gave respect to the secondary title that he got from Barrios. But let me ask y'all, who do y'all think will win between a fight in between Barrios and Rolly at 147 pounds? And that's another thing. I took a picture of Rolly still going bald. Rolly said he was going bald trying to make weight to fight Gervonta Davis. Man, that's the fighter. That is the fucking face of boxing. This motherfucker went bald trying to fight Tank, yo. He said his hair's finally started growing back, but this motherfucker not. This and how old is Rolly? How old is Rolly? Rolly don't have no business having that on top of his head. You know why Rolly got that on top of his head? You know why he got that bald spot on top of his head? Because he won't fight. He's scared to fight at his fucking weight class. He's scared to fight up in weight. That's why. That's why this motherfucker over here going bald. And that's why he over here talking about fighting at welterweight, because he heavy as a bitch. Tank be over this joint fighting some big ass motherfuckers, yo. And all people can talk about is, oh, he had a hydration clause. He had a rehydration clause. Fuck out of here. Salute to you, NBA D9. Salute to you. What's good with you? It's popping. Salute to you. What you call it in the super chat with the super sticker? Definitely appreciate you. Bud Light. Yes, motherfucker Bud Light. Nobody care about no goddamn Bud Light. You're about to die. But you go back to the flip an hour after the fight you lost. Go back to the flip. Floyd need to mind his damn business. Right. Tank got undisputed business to take care of. Is playing at 1-4. Exactly. And I was going to make a video about the fight because that shit got to happen. And I was going to talk about it today too, so I'll talk about that a little later. Rolly said He's getting dreads. He ain't growing shit, yo. He ain't growing shit. Rolly bald as a bitch. Salute to you, Omega Red. And he's what? Salute to you, Omega Red. I appreciate you for coming through. Ain't Rolly like 25? This motherfucker going bald just right here out this motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Salute to you, Grassroots. What's good with you? Hell no. Yes. Barrios and Rolly will not handle that 147 if Keith held on. Exactly. Yo, I'm telling you. I think Barrios will beat the shit out of Rolly. Rolly's a one-trick pony, and he needs to get at a certain distance to hit. Like, bruh, I think it'll be a good fight, and you'll get schooled, yo. I think Barrios will school the shit out of Rolly if they fought each other. I just rewatched Tank vs. Rolly, and that ridiculous haircut Rolly had, yo. Rolly got that half bald head drip, fam. We wouldn't need hydration clause if opponents fought in their natural weight classes to begin with. Exactly. Skills, it's all good. All right, bet. Salute to you, KQ, KC Boxing Network. Salute to you. What's good with you, Super OG? Say salute to my girl Ashley. Was cooking, good looking. She about to talk about this Tank taking over the boxing world by storm by fighting this scrub ass dude that they claimed their successor. Ryan Garcia knocked the crown off that motherfucking head. You know what? I'm gonna make a picture with Tank knocking the crown off his motherfucker. Oh man, yo, seriously. Nah, Rolly going bald because he's still feeling that left hook right. And he Rogaine. No bullshit. Rolly and Tank are the same age. They are. Bro, Tank hair is growing. Till would be on 40, would be on a 40-40 or where are they now? Still claiming he undisputed and started everyone fighting each other. Right. Till has almost as less fight as Rolly. You know what? I didn't even remember that. But you're right. He did started saying that he's starting to make everybody fight each other. Nah, Tank about to make everybody try to want to fight him even more because of the paycheck, because of the turnout, because of the shine. You understand what I'm saying? A Burger King crown, yes. Knock that bitch off and say Mayweather chose to be bald. He said he chose to be. Rolly got a mo cut. As in 3C, yeah. Curly Larry Mo, you know what that is. It is. It was a little fluffy on the side. Salute to you, Picasso. What's good with you? What's popping? Oh my God. Hold on, wait. Yeah, man. And how funny, yo. It's funny how Rolly and Ryan can say that they was going to KO Tank in the second round and Rolly said in the first round. But when it comes to them talking about them fighting anybody else, they always say some other shit. When it comes to their upcoming fights against anybody else, have you heard Ryan say he's going to knock anybody out the first and second round that he's about to fight? Have you heard Rolly say that he's going to knock anybody out the first or second round that he was going to fight? Just Gervonta Davis. Just Gervonta Davis. I'm telling you, it's a size thing, man. It's not about skill. It's not about none of that. And they're trying to sell the fight by talking negative about a power puncher that's African-American other than themselves. In a very negative way. Salute to you, Joe the Beast. What's good with you? What's good with you? Ryan is another one who had the bow down to the Zero Slayer get that dough. Right. GTO Tank. Man, GTD Tank. Man, it's a size thing. Even in the build-ups to other fight, they don't even say the things that they say about Gervonta Davis. It's the same thing that I've said about Spence. Every time somebody fight that motherfucker, it's like they get out of character when it came to his big fights. Y'all treat Tank different. Y'all treat Earl Spence different than you treat other fighters. In my opinion, the same thing with Wilder, and now it's the same thing with Gervonta Davis. And my 3 favorite fighters been my favorite fighters since 2017. Funny how a lot of people say I don't know shit when I started doing this boxing channel, but my 3 fighters are on top of this boxing game and been on top since their first titles. They was coming. Y'all just didn't see it. But you see it now. Everybody's shown improve. Wilder showed improve. Earl Spence showed improve. Gervonta Davis showed improve. Eventually, you should just enjoy the sport. Just appreciate what's entertaining you. If it's not entertaining you, you shouldn't be watching. And, support, give thanks, appreciate what you're watching. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people think it has to be one or the other. Like, in my honest opinion, nobody's a diehard Tank fan if you're a Devin Haney fan. And I'm sorry. But that's just how I feel. You can like both of them, but you can't be a diehard Tank fan, if you understand what I'm saying. I like a lot of fighters. I like Shakur Stevenson. I'm not a diehard Shakur Stevenson fan. I'm a diehard Tank, Earl Spence, and Wilder fan. Those are my 3 favorite fighters. I like everybody. I like other fighters, yeah. You just like Tank if you're a Devin fan. You understand what I'm saying? If you're a Tank diehard fan, you're not a Devin diehard fan. There's never been both. I'm not trying to hear it. Y'all are full of shit, and you're just trying to get both sides of the fan. You know what I'm saying? If you never said anything bad about Devin Haney or what his pops is doing, but you claim that you're a diehard Devin fan, is not true. It's not true. Because they did too much shit out of pocket. You had to say that you don't fuck with what they did. If you never said that, then you ain't a Tank fan. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit, yo. Not trying to hear none of that shit. A lot of people can talk about the shit on both sides of it and keep it neutral, like my man Just Do. He keeps that shit neutral. And he a Shakur Stevenson fan, and he keep the shit neutral. But a lot of other people, nah, bro, I'm not falling for that. And hopefully your followers and people that's listening to y'all, your family, ain't believing that bullshit, man, for real. And I said that is because it's a lot of wannabe Tank fans that's popping the fuck up right now, trying to say that they was always Tank fans. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. Ask me, I'll point all of them out. I've been a Tank fan since 2017, and a lot of the motherfuckers was claiming that I was liking him because he looked good or something. They was acting like I had a crush on him or something. Nah, he's better than your fighter. I just seen it way before you did because y'all are hating on another level because you like another fighter. I don't hate on nobody. I really think he was the best. And he is. I really think at heavyweight, Wilder was the best. He was. I really think that EJ is the best at welterweight. He is, man. He was. It is what it is. It's my opinion. And my opinion was right as fuck. To be for real, yes, Johnny Q, yes. Yes. I don't care what nobody say, man. They can't tell me shit. I got receipts. While everybody else delete the bullshit that they've been saying for the last 3 years, I'm keeping all the true shit that made me who I am today on this YouTube tip. Salute to you, Chris Brown 45. What's happening with you? They all say that Tank is a weight bully, but they are the first who drain themselves to 135 and want to rehydrate back up to 150 plus. Facts on tops of facts. Yes, Calvin Ford is a great trainer. Those are my 3 favorite fighters too, Ash. Right. No bullshit. My number 1 favorite fighter of all time in life? Man, I don't know. I don't have one of those, man. It's too many great fighters. I can't even put one on it. It's too many. I ain't never even really, it's too hard to think about. It's too many, man. I can't do that. It's too many different styles. Back then it was just different. Nah. Haney fans are bruh. Wilder's still the best. You got you. Yeah. I'm talking about in boxing. I said was when it came to Wilder, because right now he needs a fight. Right now they're not looking at him as the best. Me, I personally believe that he's the best fighter. That's why I like the motherfucker. Like, I didn't pick these 3 fighters because I had a crush on them, like people was trying to tell me. Like, I really got boxing knowledge and people weren't trying to give me that. But it's cool because we're here now. I hate autocorrect, man. Man, we're here now. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, 78 Sports TV. The general is in the house. Salute to you in the super chat. He says, salute, Ash. I'm Team Haney all day. I rock with Tank if he fighting anybody but Devin. Exactly. Tank got a big head. Exactly. You see that? He is a Devin fan and he liked Tank. You see that? That's a Devin fan and he liked Tank. If they fight each other, you're going with Devin. You know what I'm saying? If you was equal and like Devin and Tank, when they fought each other, they would equal each other out. You really wouldn't have nothing to say. That's like how friends of EJ and Bud don't have nothing to say when you ask them who's the winner. They say it's going to be a good fight because they're friends of both. They like them both equally. It's not equally if you can pick one. Me, I'm always going to pick Tank. That's how I know I'm a Tank diehard fan. I'm always going to pick Tank. I don't give a fuck who you fighting. When Tank fight Earl Spence, that's when I'll have the conundrum. Like, no, I don't know, because they're my both favorites. They both favorites. I can't choose one. Salute to 78 in the super chat, though. Definitely appreciate you, King. Said if Wilder won the first fight, then they would have never made the other fights. I think they had a 3-fight deal in the first, like, before the first fight. I honestly think he won the first fight, though. Like, and Wilder had the flu, I think. Referee counted too slow when Fury was knocked down. Facts. He definitely did. What I like about Tank is his team is loyal to them, even when he has trained with other coaches. And I'm from Baltimore, Upton Boxing Gym, plus his story. Yo, facts. Definitely appreciate your comment, man. That's a fact right there. A lot of fighters can't do that. And speaking of Teo and his dad could never do. His dad could never step aside and let Teo be coached by somebody better than himself. That's why I believe Teo is going to be a young ass gatekeeper, because he's never going to get the certain type of training that he needs. In my opinion, both of them is the problem. I don't see his father stepping aside and allowing that and just taking a back seat. And I definitely don't see Teo listening to the motherfucker in the corner. I don't see him being trainable or teachable by other trainers. Like, I think that motherfucker's just dead off in the water, man. No bullshit. 704 said Earl Spence, Haney, Jamel, and the Mexican monster, David Benavidez. Okay, with the lineup. Devin cool, but build on some BS in his son's ear. Right, Shakur, I respect his skills, but he flip-flops. All right, I can see that. I like Devin. I like the way I've been watching Devin. And you can see in the beginning of my videos that I made, I was talking about Devin. I was watching Devin before he turned pro, because he was always on Floyd Mayweather YouTube channel. Like, I been knew who he was. His pops is just too much, bro. To say you have a crush is an attempt to minimize your knowledge of the sport. I have a crush. Exactly. They said a lot of shit, man. They told me I need to go in the kitchen and cook. I was like, man, I was cooking right before I made this video. Just talking about. Team Haney been so quiet since that fight. Are they okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Someone go check up on them. They all right. They over there trying to get mentally prepared, and they wait down for Lomachenko so they can go in there and whoop ass and don't leave the belts on the scale. No bullshit. Definitely can understand that, though. Agreed. Wilder won the first fight. For sure he did. For sure he did. You know I'm a Charlo fan and a Shakur fan. Now, yo! I was going to talk about Morrell. Morrell nasty. That motherfucker got a hell of a right hook. People better understand, yo. And when he throw his punches, they straight as shit right down Broadway, yo. Quick ass, nice ass 1-2. Nice ass 1-2, bro. Serious. Salute to you, Jason Williams. Been a little minute. What's good with you, man? Uncle Bill Haney got the Lions dreads. He a brother. For real? He got dread. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, where we at? We can talk about Morrell since you brought him up, man. Now, I was gonna make a video about this. I'll probably still make a video about this, man. But David Morrell. David Morrell, though. Listen, man. Usually when we look at fighters, and you all can correct me if I'm wrong. Usually when a lot of content creators and a lot of fans look at fighters that has minimum amount of fights, so they haven't been tested or had a step-up fight or have fought any names or any of that stuff along them lines. Usually when that happens, we look at it as a glass half full. We look at it like they can't do none of the things we haven't seen them do. You understand what I'm saying? If we don't know about their chin, we automatically think they're chinny. You know what I'm saying? If we haven't seen them move their feet, we automatically think they can't. We always do that shit. In my opinion, I think Morrell deserves to be looked at half full, not half empty. From the way that he's been moving around, it is a couple of unanswered questions, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to say that he can do all of that shit. You know why? Because nobody has did the things that he's did to fight his first 10 fighters. And everybody know your first 10 fights are usually against scrubs. He ended up fighting a vacant, I think, title fight to get the title that he had, but they're usually scrubs. He's putting these motherfuckers in the comas, man. He always hit a fighter so hard they get wobbly and look off and walk away and shit. He always get them to do that, man. They submit hard as shit. Like I haven't really when I see fighters do that type of shit, it piques my interest. That's just like, and this is like I've been saying, everybody that I like are like knockout artists, they punchers, or they, nice body punchers and shit like that. The three people that I like, Wilder, EJ, Tank, they're all power, they all hit. I'm not a big fan of people that don't hit. You understand what I'm saying? So when I look at Morrell and I see the way that he hit and the way that he move his body, he throw the left and come up with the guard up and bring with the chest out and line up with the right hook, man. He be sleeping the shit out of motherfuckers with that. And they get stunned and get all, bruh, it's the power's on a different level with Morrell, in my opinion. And I know a lot of people say things about the other David Benavidez. He got power too. And I just haven't seen him do the things that I've seen Morrell do as far as power is concerned. I haven't seen that. I think he has better feet than David Benavidez. Morrell has better feet. I think he has quicker hands. I honestly do. Like when you see Benavidez throw quick punches, they're never long. All his punches are like, they're short. They hit you with the, you know what I'm saying? The quick hooks or the shoe sign. Like I haven't seen Benavidez throw straight punches fast. Like I seen Morrell throw straight punches fast. You understand what I'm saying? Like I just think it's too different. I'm looking at night and day. Both of their names, this is the battle of the Davids, but they ain't the same. You understand what I'm saying? The things that people say that David Benavidez does well, Morrell does better. I understand he hasn't did it against top competition, but he want that competition now. He not like most fighters that want 10, 15, or 12 or some fights before they step up and shit. Tank, my favorite fighter, and even him, he said he wasn't ready to fight Pedraza. Well, he didn't say he wasn't ready. What he said is he thought that they was trying to fuck him up by giving him that fight too early. No, it wasn't too early. Tank said that it's because of the lack of training. He was sleeping on somebody's floor. Like they wasn't showing him much attention. They wasn't giving him much training, and then they gave him a title fight. So that he was looking at it backwards, like, does my team want me to win or not? You know what I'm saying? But he went in there and washed the shit out of Pedraza. Salute to you, Dungeon Talk with Doom. What's good with you? No, he doesn't. Morrell has anger issues. The punches are hateful. No bullshit. Punch with mean intentions. Like some Mike Tyson type shit. Like it's funny fathers who overtalk and speak for their fighter more than the fighter do is wild, like the Porters used to. Like Floyd did or Bill do, even when Eddie would just talk to have the camera on. Facts. Morrell even hesitated for the ref to stop the fight. Exactly, he does it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, I don't see many people doing that shit. Correction, Ryan was supposed to have the edge in the hand spin. He was supposed to, but did you see in the interlude after Tank went into the dressing room? He said, yo, he's so slow. He said he was looking at him like, what? Now, a lot of people probably didn't understand Tank when he said that he was so slow. Salute to you, General Long. What's good with you, King? They probably was like, yo, Tank lying. His hand speed was blazing fast. Tank really ain't talking about just his hand speed. It's things that fighters aren't supposed to do before they throw a punch. Ryan wasn't doing that shit. Ryan was Ryan was telegraphing his shit, is what Tank was saying. Ryan was doing something that told Tank every time when he was about to throw a punch. So to him, he was slow. You feel me? Nah, y'all, like, it's a lot of that's why I love these interludes, man. I love these fucking interludes. You gotta have speed to fight Tank. Yes, you do. And power. And fucking boxing IQ and feet and defense, and maybe you'll win. First thing, and a chin. Don't forget that chin. First thing I noticed with the Tank Garcia fight, Tank was so much faster, and Tank was supposed to have the edge and hand speed, but he didn't. You mean Ryan was supposed to have the hand? I mean, it was because, in my opinion, yo, when you're talking about, we're not talking about standing inside of a phone booth and throwing punches. We're talking about boxing. It's a whole ring. If your feet and whole body can't move, your whole body, not just your upper body and your right hand, just one arm and shit. If everything can't move, you're gonna look slower than the person that you're fighting, because that person's getting in and out, moving around. It was a bunch of times that Tank threw some punches, ducked, and circled around, and Ryan was still faced over here throwing punches, trying to get right. Like, Loma would stop Ryan. You understand? The angles would fuck Ryan up. No bullshit, yo. Facts. He's that guy. People will soon stop sleeping on that young man. No bullshit. Morrell's nasty, man. I look at him I'm telling you, the glass is half full with Morrell. What has Morrell done? They said the same thing about Berlanga. That's facts. They don't need it. He don't really. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot of us look at it as a glass half full. I mean, half empty. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't do the things that we haven't seen him do. I'm going to say that maybe he can do them shits. We just haven't seen it. That's why he's looking for bigger competition. He want competition now. Like, I got to respect that, man. I have to. No bullshit. Ryan's feet is slow. Just check that out. Guys is special, but he has to be tested. Right. Benavidez versus Morrell next. I got Morrell. I would love that fight. They need to make that fight. Stop bullshitting. Stop talking about it. Benavidez chin is his only saving grace in that fight. In my opinion, yes, and I think he's going to crack the shit out of David Benavidez. Don't really move his head like that. Like, I'm saying, man. That shit could be pay-per-view, man. I'll watch that shit. No bullshit. That Battle of Davis is nasty. I noticed that, Ash, when he dips off to the right, and Ryan's trying to get into position. Right, he's still facing the same damn position. Salute to you, Just Do. Boxing and you up. Yo, hit the like button, everybody. What has Morrell done? Okay, he hasn't done nothing. He ain't did nothing. He got a title, and in my opinion, because he's a champion, he has the right to fight another champion. I don't care what he did. That motherfucker got a title. And in my opinion, you good for the pickings like everybody else. You got a title. It's not like he's sitting on that bitch just fighting his mandatories like Terrence Crawford. He won another title. He wants the champions. He wants the best. He wants who they call a Mexican in his own weight class. Shout out and power to him. No bullshit. Give him the fight. I don't care if he lose. Give it to him. He won it. Give it to him. It'll be good for us. I'm a fan. Shit, I'm not taking none of that punishment. Ryan feet was so stuck, and every time Tank touched his jab, Ryan could not jab and recover the block or step out of reach to have size and length over Tank. Yeah, Ryan's transition, his transition slow shit. Ryan's transition to defense to offense is slow. It's slow as shit. That was another part of his problem. Since you don't have good feet, your transition is trash. And you gotta, it seemed like you was doing a little tap dance before you threw a punch. That's why Tank was talking about you the way he was talking after the fight. The fight is not going the distance. Nah, yo, but that Benavidez fight ain't going the distance. I see all his training videos. His family live right 5 blocks. Live 5 blocks from my family in Cuba. Oh, okay. Who you talking about? Morrell? All right. Mario Barrios, yo. Y'all know Mario Barrios said that he had a rehydration clause as well. Y'all know that? Y'all heard that somebody asked him, I think on Twitter. He said, well, Tank never gave you a rehydration clause, and he answered it. Shout out to Just Do. He answered it. He was like, yeah, he did. He did. He said he did have a rehydration clause with Gervonta Davis. He said he just didn't feel the need to talk about it. He didn't feel the need to use it as some type of leverage. You know why? Because he's a real Aztecan warrior, like he said. He's a real Aztecan warrior. And you know another thing that people don't look at? People don't give credit to Tank's team. Because Tank they never said that shit. They said that shit during one of the press conferences or something. Somebody said it, I remember, or asked one of them or said it, that, you know, he never did it with anybody else. They didn't come out and be like, we did it with Barrios. Nobody from the team said at all that they had a rehydration clause with Barrios. Just like the time when Tank's hand was hurt, nobody said the shit until they just talked about it like his hand wasn't hurt. So then Coach Calvin had to say it because Tank didn't even say it. Coach Calvin had to be like, yo, Youngin hurt his hand in camp. Okay. And I showed proof on one of the press conferences. He had one of them things on his whole left hand because his hand was fucked up. People just didn't realize it. They thought he was wearing it for fucking style or something. Nah, his hand was fucked up in the press conference before he fought Isaac Cruz. So it's just things people gotta look out for. People have to notice. But Mario Barrios is a real fighter. Ryan Garcia is a crybaby. That's really what it is. Them motherfuckers a crybaby. You know what I'm saying? Crying Ryan, lying Ryan. You know, he's lived up to his name all the way past the Gervonta Davis fight. This motherfucker sitting in the post press conference talking about, I got bored in there and I got stupid and I was undisciplined. Those fucking comments is telling everybody that you could beat them. Still, you can beat them. All you need to do is not be bored, be a little bit more disciplined. Like, bruh, you dumbed down everything that happened, just like Rolly. He just said it in a different way. You dumbed everything down. So you mean to tell me if you was more disciplined and you didn't get bored, you would have been cool? Like, you would have beat him. That's what you're saying. That's basically what you're saying. Like, it's all bullshit. Salute to you, Skywalker. What's good with you? What's happening, Captain? Sudash in the chat, just getting done with work. Have a blessed weekend. Keep an eye out for Dynamite Stevens on Zepeda undercard. All right, bet. I'll keep an eye out for him. No bullshit. Barrios was about to go up to 147. He said this was his last at 140, so Tank was moving up. Okay. When people were arguing about the clause, I said that we don't know what is the right in these contracts. Right. People jump to shit because they don't like how shit is right now. They jump to it just because. Salute to Skywalker in the building. I see you, a new member, Korner leader up in the building. Salute to Skywalker. I appreciate you for supporting the channel, for joining the channel. Actually, thank God they got them out of Miami. The best thing they did. So Morrell Cuban had them braids. I see all this training video. Okay, yeah, you said that. You was talking about Morrell. I got you. Ryan went through all this just to be friends with Tank. He been had a crush on Tank. I think I was the first person to say he had a crush on. The reason why I was the first person to say a lot of shit about Ryan, because everybody liked Ryan. And the people that didn't like Ryan still made good videos about him because he was dissing Tank. Facts. I always said shit about Ryan because I never liked him. I ain't never liked Ryan. Sorry, I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like Gary Russell. I've said this a bunch of times. I don't like Tevin Farmer. I said it. I don't like him. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Pimping. Appreciate you, Skywalker Boxing. TWT in the building. Say Tank had a few hand problems with gloves and wraps after Barrios fight. So it never went away. Exactly. Like people think they know shit. That's really what it is. They think they know shit. Hold up. Come on, he ain't that way. Rock's jaw, okay. He did he had a crush on that motherfucker. Yo, nobody talk about another man that many times. The way he was talking. And the way he said it's Javante. It's not even how you pronounce his name. Everybody else called him Tank. Motherfucker called him Javante. Keep calling him by his first name and shit. The way he said it and shit. Like, it was a lot. It was a lot going on back then. Ryan, a Tank fan. He a huge Tank fan. He been a Tank fan. That motherfucker was sitting there when he was talking trash and shit. He was like, I'm a hard hitter like Javante Davis. This motherfucker tweeted that shit. If Ryan Garcia didn't delete his Twitter 2 times, y'all will see all the shit that I'm talking about, man. He made a whole skit about Tank. It was like a minute or 2 long and shit. He made a whole skit dissing Tank. A skit. Like awesome Rolly type shit. He did shit like that all the time. There are fools. Give Tank his props. You might as well give him his props. I mean, you keep hating on him and he gonna keep taking your money like Floyd. It is what it is, you know. Let's talk about before we talk about Tank, let's talk about Devin real quick. Devin versus Loma. Everybody been saying the fix is in. I do understand. I do understand what people saying the fix is in because of the things that Bob Arum is saying and the shit that's taking place is making you think that it's some funny business going on, y'all. Hold on. My bad. I had to check something. Had to check something. Fuck my head. Yeah, everybody believed the fix in. I think Bob Arum said something that he wants Shakur versus Lomachenko. I think Devin Haney asked for another fight on his contract or extended contract or something of that nature. And he said no. And he's telling everybody to bet on Lomachenko. So it's making everybody think that the fix is in. And because of the lineup of things that happened, I believe that shit too. Now I believe it. I believe that the fix may be in for Devin Haney, saying that he goes distance a lot and they just probably going to pay the judges to say some bullshit. I really hope that don't happen. Like, I don't hate Devin Haney. Yo, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to get cheated. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? For real. Being cheated can happen to everyone. I mean, anyone. You know, Tank went to distance. Went 12 rounds once, and he could have been cheated. And I feel the same way. I'm going to keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want him to get cheated. That's fucked up. In my opinion, though, if he does shut the fight out the way, what's his name? Teo did, it's not going to be no way for them to really, you know, out front just, you know what? I can't even say that because it's been so many times that a fighter, like you can look at the Fox guy, he just beat the shit out of dude and they still called it the other way. But this is a huge fight under big lights, man. I don't know, I can see them trying to cheat and it being a split decision and it's really a wash. You know what I'm saying? I really just hope that it's not what people saying it is. It's not what I'm thinking and what everybody else is thinking for real. Because that shit is nasty for real to be cheating somebody on that type of level, especially for somebody like Lomachenko that could have just fought his ass at an earlier time. You know what I mean? But let's talk about Gervonta Davis. Let's go ahead and get it. After I get everything I need to say out about Gervonta Davis, yo, we're going to pack it up, but I got some time, okay? I wanted to start off by saying my belief in Gervonta Tank Davis was started in 2017, and, you know, I looked at him as the one because, in my opinion, he had all the things to beat his competition that was surrounding him in that weight class. And I knew as the years went by, he'll progress and he'll get better and better. Being under the TMT banner and working with Floyd and being in that gym with great talent in Vegas. And every fighter can tell you being in Vegas is different. It's like being in a boxing state. And everybody knows boxing. There's a lot of talent up there in Vegas, a lot of people to work with. Salute to you, Sheldon, LDBC, or nothing was good with you. I appreciate you, Jose. Appreciate you. Like, for real. I said that Tank was the best a long time ago, but I said Tank deserved to be top 5 pound for pound a long time ago. People really didn't hear me. I believed he had a lot of different styles and he could do a lot of different things, but he really wasn't showing it, and people didn't see it. They couldn't, they couldn't really see the shit. So when they made Tank versus Barrios, I made a video saying that shit, and I said it live. I said Tank deserves to be pound for pound top 5 after he beats Barrios' ass. After he beat Barrio, he gained a lot of fans, a lot of people that didn't know that he could do this, that, and the third, and he could box very well, knew it after that fight. And a lot of things changed for him in a lot of people's mind, even in old media as well as YouTube. He gained a lot of Spanish fans. He gained a lot of casual fans. And honestly, both of them combined with the fans that he already had catapulted him when he beat Barrios, in my opinion, further than what he was before he fought Barrios. But it's been a long time coming. Tank deserved to be pound for pound in my eyes, top 5. You could put him anywhere you want in the top 5 because he has different styles. In my opinion, I've asked a lot of times, and I'll still ask again, please let me know what fighter in the entire sport showed more versatility than Tank. Who showed more styles than Tank did? Now, I really don't get an answer. So it leads me to believe what I already believe. You know what I'm saying? Tank deserves to be top 5 pound for pound because that's what pound for pound is. Can your style beat somebody else's style if y'all was in the same weight classes, up or down in weight? And if somebody can cover all the styles, how can you beat them? All right? Like some Shaolin monk type shit. You can't. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take somebody very special to beat them. And a lot of these people are bigger than him. Like they have advantages over him. And I can't wait to see the motherfucking fights in between him versus Shakur and him versus Devin Haney, man. I can't fucking wait. But Tank been the face of boxing. I said that Tank was the face of boxing a couple years ago. I said that shit a couple years ago, yo. Ryan put the stamp on it by saying that shit after his fight, yo. When Ryan said, after I want to fight Gervonta Davis at 140 or whatever, or 135 or whatever, and they asked him why Gervonta Davis, he said, because I believe that he will give me the respect that I deserve. And after I beat him, after I knock him out, I will become the face of boxing. Because it came out of his mouth, connected to Gervonta Davis, is what made that shit true. In everybody's head that didn't believe it before. For the people that didn't believe that shit, they believed it after Ryan said it. And I'm talking about old media and Ryan's fans. Some of the non-believers, they believe that Ryan did that shit. If Ryan sat there and said Tank ain't the face of boxing, he never was, and I can't be the face of boxing after beating Tank. Tank ain't nobody. It wouldn't hit so hard right now. He beat Ryan. Ryan ain't shit, to be honest. Old media named Ryan Garcia as their successor. Am I right or am I wrong? Just like old media named Lomachenko as their successor. You can't really say it's Tank and TWT, and TMT and Nation. You can't really say that. Old media did that shit. Old media made that golden boy dude a golden goose. They did that shit. So now that Tank won the fight and not Ryan, you remember? Ryan said if he won the fight, he's the face of boxing. He didn't win. So now what? Ryan did that shit. People don't really see it like that. Ryan put the stamp on the shit. Okay? Ryan put the stamp on it. For real. And those numbers that they pulled down, those numbers, 1.2 million, 1.4 million, 22 point something at the gate. What? We're not even talking about the concessions, all that other shit. What? That man made a minimum of $30 million that night off Ryan Garcia's bullshit. Ryan Garcia got paid, boy. Ryan Garcia got paid, yo. Got paid. To be honest, he got paid. All of them got paid. They got big money. Big money. Tank numbers made it to top 5 pound for pound. Shout out to the General 78. But he asked me that question on the show, and I said I think it's gonna be top five for sure. I don't know about numbers. I don't know what the number is, but top 5 for sure. And that's what it came in at, number 5. Want to let everybody know it's only gonna get better from here. You know that, right? I'm not gonna say all of his pay-per-views is gonna top Ryan Garcia versus Tank, but it's gonna be close or beat it. And I say that because, in my opinion, fighting Ryan first was genius. For real. That was the best decision they can make, is fighting Ryan Garcia before fighting all these other killers or whatever. All the other fighters that people and fans want to see Gervonta Davis fight, yo. Fighting Ryan first was genius. Because now people want to see him lose, right? Don't a lot of people that left that Gervonta Davis fight, what did they say in front of the cameras immediately? Charlo ain't the only one. I believe Oscar Valdez said it. A few fighters said it. What the first thing they say? Do y'all remember the first thing fighters? What's the first thing people said about Tank versus Ryan when they, right after seeing the fight? What's the first thing they said? Shakur gonna be the one to beat him. Ain't that what everybody said? Everybody just brung Shakur up in it. Shakur gonna be the one to beat him. That's how you know everybody wants to see him lose now. You know, that's the first thing you can say about the fight. That's the first thing you can say about the fight, is who can beat him. That's how you know you came there to watch the man lose. Since you didn't see him lose, you're going to talk about the next person that can make your dream come true. And you can see him lose. That's why everybody bringing up Shakur. I don't got no problem with that. I'm making a point. Ryan Garcia was the one to fight first. He was supposed to be fought first. Ryan Garcia got the most following out of all of them. Number 1. Number 2, he's Spanish. Number 3, just like him being with Floyd and him being with Golden Boy off the Oscar and Floyd shit, it's another reason. It's another reason. And now, after him and Ryan Garcia fought, everybody wants to see the next 2 fighters fight. Like, a lot of people the people that had problems with that fight got to understand now, the numbers is reason why that fight happened. The numbers. If you can't respect nothing else, you got to respect the numbers if you're a real boxing fan. You got to respect the reason why the fight was made. You know what I'm saying? So now, after Ryan's been dusted off, and all of them people, both of them gained 1 million more followers on Twitter and IG and shit. Quick. Who knows how many more they getting now that all of these highlights is coming out and shit. I'm telling you, man, this was genius to fight Ryan first. Everybody sees this shit now. Gervonta Davis been selling out for years. No matter where he go, he been selling out. No matter who the fuck he fight. Y'all can say they cab drivers, he still sell out. He fought somebody that was huge, had a big following like he did. And people mad that in the crowd and Tank versus Ryan Crowder looked like the ESPY Awards. They was mad it was sprinkled in with a little bit of it like the ESPY Awards sprinkled in with a little bit of actors. Little bit of the Oscars was at the crowd, was in the crowd. Money was in the motherfucking crowd. People mad that they couldn't attend. Man, buy the pay-per-view. We trying to make history here. Buy the pay-per-view, yo. We haven't seen numbers like this in over 10 years. Respect it. Boxing is getting a little jump start. Somebody's clear. Psh, boxing. Gotta respect it, man. You gotta respect it. Salute to you, Marvin Banks. What's good with you? Salute to you, No Smoke. What's happening? They was pulling up to the Tank fight like it was the Met Gala. No bullshit. No bullshit. People was complaining about the prices and we was still sold the fuck out. Trying to make history here, man. Everybody else is like I said, yo, Tank don't need all of you haters. Y'all can stop talking about Tank and guess what? He'll still be a star. I've been said that shit years ago. Still be a star. Yes, the ESPYs was there. ESPYs was deep in that bitch. Y'all ain't see the stars that was in there? And the motherfucker, it was Hall of Famers was in there. Shit. They need to make a YouTube video just of the crowd of the people that was in there, the people that came through. Damn. Everybody eating off this. DAZN made a video of every punch landed in the fight. DAZN even eating off the shit off YouTube. Everybody eating off YouTube. And all these content creators, yo, they got numbers. Shout out to Just Do Again. Because I said that shit years ago, man. I was like, y'all hate on Tank, but talk about him every fucking week. No matter if he got a fight or not. Why? The numbers. Y'all laugh all the way to the bank with that shit. He the first motherfucker that I heard that sat there and gave Tank his props. Cuzzo, the first dude that I heard that gave Tank his props and was like, yo, he made my numbers roll in when I called that fight. Thank you. That's all you had to say to the man is props. He a star. Everybody eating off of it. What difference does it make? NFL, NBA, boxing, movie. Yes. All of them was in attendance with smiles on their face. Very entertained. Regardless of how sorry the undercard was. They was very entertained. Nobody left that bitch mad besides the people that lost money betting on Ryan Garcia. Friends with friends. Right. No bullshit. Nelly with Ashanti. Yo. I'm just saying, man. There gotta be a reason for it. But like I said, people's first thought was Shakur gonna be the one to stop him and all that other bullshit. Shakur gonna be the one. That's the first thing I'm telling you, yo. If you leave out of a fight like that and the first thing you say is Shakur gonna be the one to beat Tank, bro, you came there to see Tank lose. And why was Floyd so big? Because people came there to see that motherfucker lose. They was mad that they was beating their favorite fighters. They was mad, yo. Tank just beat Ryan Garcia, yo, regardless of if he's nobody's favorite here, that motherfucker had a hell of a following. Millions of people loved him. Millions. Just saying, yo. Just saying. If Tank the Bank Davis did not get KOs, right, would he still be considered as the face of boxing? No, because he wouldn't be selling out. It's not his personality. It's not the fact that he's with Floyd. It's not that he's pretty like Ryan Garcia, like that people say about Ryan. You need more than that. You need more than that. The fact that he gets knockouts. Ryan Garcia talk about being a knockout artist. People push him to be a knockout artist. And he do be stopping folks. If he didn't have the hand speed and the knockouts, nobody would give a fuck about Ryan for real. Like, it just is what it is. Facts. They all cried in the car, especially Oscar and Bernard. No bullshit. No bullshit. But if Devin Haney would to be next, if he did fight the winner, if Tank fought the winner in between Lomachenko and Devin Haney, which I think Devin Haney will beat Lomachenko. I've been thought that. I never wavered off that. And if I did hate the motherfucker, I know a lot of motherfuckers that hate on fighters that never go for them motherfuckers because they hate them. Like Sean Porter never goes with Wilder. Never. Doesn't matter who he's fighting. Wilder's losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't never do that shit. I don't let feelings get in the way of my fight prediction of who's going to win. I don't let feelings get in the way. Lomachenko should get that ass spanked by Devin Haney, for real. But like I said, if Tank fights the winner, which will be Devin Haney, that will be next to the big fights on the list. That will just leave Shakur for last. I think that's genius, yo. No bullshit. You want to know why, yo? Nobody wants to watch Tank versus Devin if Tank already beat Shakur. This is ifs. I'm just saying. You know, I know people in here, Shakur fans, they think Shakur is going to win, but listen, we ain't talking about that. If Tank versus Shakur fought and Tank beat Shakur, a lot of people wouldn't really care. I'm not going to say that. A lot of people would already think that they know the outcome of Devin versus Tank, and it wouldn't be Devin winning. You understand what I'm saying? I think if Tank fought Devin first and beat Devin, people would still be saying Shakur's the one to beat him. But if he fights Shakur next, if he beats Shakur next, nobody's going to give a shit about him versus Devin. A lot of people's not really going to look at that fight the way they're looking at it now. You understand what I'm trying to say? Salute to you, Zenith360. What's good? Yeah, Johnny. What if Devin and Shakur fight first? Winner gets Tank. Man, I honestly think Shakur beats Devin. And if that's the case, that leaves Devin for last. And I'm only saying this because I want Gervonta Tank Davis's outcomes of his views and his buys of pay-per-view to be similar of the one that he just did. If he beats Shakur Stevenson, his numbers ain't gonna be close when he fights Devin Haney. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think him getting all the eyes on him came from Ryan. Like, Shakur and Devin couldn't have did with Ryan as far as the eyes being on him, because Ryan has so many millions of followers. Like, they don't have that many. Shakur and Devin don't have that many combined as far as followers, and ain't nothing wrong with that. All I'm trying to say is it was genius for him to fight Ryan first. People don't understand why he did it. It was genius of why he. Now it's a lot more people that's in the boxing that wasn't even in boxing, that wasn't looking at the shit. As far as what I'm saying, they wasn't looking at it the way they was looking at it. Now they just mad at this little motherfucker beat Ryan so bad. They probably gonna tune in there every time Tank fight. Like, I honestly think that was genius. Ryan first and Devin should be next. You can fight anybody in between. I'm just saying, don't fight Shakur Stevenson before you fight Devin. That's just honestly how I feel. I think Tank should fight Devin before he fights Shakur. You make a good point. I also think if Devin gets Tank before Shakur, Devin will never, ever fight Shakur. Yo, that's a nice point right there. Very good point right there. What I like about Tank fights is it looks like he getting hit, but you don't see when he hits them. No one even seen a body shot Tank Quill hit Ryan with, but the punch Ryan hit Tank was seen. Exactly. Devin will only fight Shakur if he has no other option. That's what I think, and I honestly think that Devin will use it as an excuse if Shakur has an L on his record. That's also what I think. I think Shakur Stevenson is out to get titles, and I think if Devin Haney didn't have him, he wouldn't be a main priority on Shakur's list. I also think that too, and that's nothing against Shakur. I just think Shakur's out for the titles. Just like when Devin was out for his titles, he didn't talk about Tank because Tank didn't have shit. Just is what it is. The only way Shakur win is if he can keep Tank off him. And if he can take Tank's punching power, that's facts. That could be true. They seen Ryan hit Tank, but didn't see the body shot Tank will hit Ryan with until the kneel down. Fact says it's the camera angle was off. If the camera angle was behind Tank, you couldn't see shit. That you would have to be behind Ryan. The camera would have to be behind Ryan to see that motherfucking punch, or just to the side. You know what I'm saying? L.A., Vegas, Texas, New York, ATL. Yep. All 5 big venues for boxing sold all of them shits out, man. All of them. Canelo be having Mexico behind him. Like, for real, Tank don't have Africa behind him. Tank don't have all of America behind him. Tank don't got all Baltimore, all Maryland. He don't even got that all behind him. Trust me, I know a lot of Tank haters that live in Baltimore. Believe that shit. Just like the Paul brothers are geniuses because of what they bring to boxing, man. And the thing is that Ryan Garcia is friends with them. Ryan Garcia does the TikTok thing and all of that shit. That's another reason why Ryan's following is so big, because he rubs elbows with them, with the Paul brothers, and Incredible Boy and shit. I think any order works, but Devin wants Tank first because he may not get that payday if he don't make it from the Shakur. Man, Zenith, I don't know, man. I honestly think what I said. Like, I honestly don't think. I mean, I'm cool and I like Devin first. You know what I'm saying? But Devin should know that he's gonna fight Tank regardless because Tank said so. Like I said, I don't think if Devin takes a loss, I think in the future Tank will still fight him at 140. Because it's too much has been said, and he already said it out of his mouth that he was going to fight him. People think that they all that, and all this other bullshit that Tank was saying. I think that's going to be enough motivation for him to follow through with his word. Shakur has all the confidence in the world that he can make it past Devin to get to Tank. I don't think Devin has the same confidence. I don't think so either. You're 1,000% right about that. I don't think so either. But Shakur versus Devin, it ain't their time at 135. Like, I've been saying that for a long time too. They're not gonna meet until 140, 147. This is the first time I'm shocked that they're in the same weight class at 135. Because I didn't foresee that. I foresee them being in the same weight class at 140 and then fighting at there or 147. But Devin ain't supposed to be here. You supposed to already moved up. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, a lot of people's opinion. But Shakur has all the confidence in the world to beat him. What was I about to say about that? Tank, make it past Tank to get to Tank. Listen, Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, knows he can beat Devin Haney. And it's something about Bill that don't want that fight. I'm not going to say Devin. I think it's his dad. I think his dad is a little iffy on that fight. A little uncomfortable with that fight happening. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I was about to say. Bob Arum wants Lomachenko versus Shakur. I don't see him making a Shakur versus Devin Haney fight if Devin Haney wins. I just don't. Because if he did, then he should have stretched out his contract. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when Devin Haney asked for another fight on his contract, Bob Arum should have been like, sure. Because either way you split it, both parties that's fighting is going to be signed under him. Even no matter who wins or lose, all three fighters are signed under Bob. Like, bruh, you already got Lomachenko, you already got Shakur. All you had to do is have Devin Haney fight for another fight deal. Then no matter who wins, the next undisputed fight will still be under Top Rank. He said no. Like, that just makes me think that he don't think or is going to allow Devin Haney to win this fight. And if that's the case, then it ain't going to be Shakur versus Devin Haney. It's going to be Shakur versus Lomachenko for undisputed at 135 pounds. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying? Tank looks like he was in a fight where he gives the haters hope until the KO. Yeah, man. Like this, how can y'all be mad that the little guy wins all the time, man? He's smaller than everybody. Trust. Haters live over here. Oh man, yo. Salute to you, Lewis Hinton. What's good with you? I'll take Devin first, but going off with Bob saying it won't be next. Yeah, man. Salute to you, Dark Truth. What's good with you? Bob won't have nothing to do with what Devin does next. Right, though. Devin will be not willing to fight Tank. They talk too much in social media, which Oscar tried to do and throw a wrench in the game. Yeah, he tried. Yeah, Devin should have been moved up. But since Devin want to stay, okay, bet Tank about to knock the belts off the dream. I think Devin iffy too. He normally real loud. Exactly. He ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying much about Shakur, yo. Bill will talk himself out of a big fight maybe. You think what I do think though is Shakur should go to that fight and try to wiggle his way into that ring when the fight is over. No bullshit. Top rank. I don't believe Devin asked for another fight for Shakur. No, I don't think he asked for Shakur. I think Devin asked for his contract to be extended for another fight deal or 2 or 3 fights, something like that. He asked for it to be extended. He didn't say nothing about Shakur Stevenson. I'm not sold on Devin's confidence level either. Yeah, I don't believe Bill. Bill got them bugging for a paycheck because Devin don't sell. He a champion without a home base of fans to sell out. Facts, man, facts. I'm not sold on Devin's move to 140 either. Facts. Salute to you, William Old School. What is going on with you? What's popping? Okay. But yeah. I heard Tank was in the gym already, man. I heard Tank was back in the gym, yo. Right after this fight, and this is the time to take a vacation. He already fought twice this year. This man, you seen him at the bricks truck holding up the 2 bags, man. He backed up the bricks truck. That man is floating in money. I'm surprised that he's back in the gym this soon. I would have gave him a couple weeks. He's back in the gym, not a week after he fought. And you got, boy, you got 8 figures. I got close to $500 million, bruh. And he went back to the gym. He's a problem, yo. Tank is a motherfucking problem. It's a 15 minutes to 7 o'clock, man. It's so much that I can say. I can talk about Gervonta Davis doing his thing, being the face of boxing, and Cook with the best of them on the topic, man. I'm just saying, like, it's about time that he's getting the recognition that he deserves. I'm proud of Gervonta Davis. I'm proud of his team. I'm proud of his growth. And, you know, I'm a spectator here, and I enjoy watching boxing, and I enjoy watching Gervonta Davis, man. It's always been like that. I always thought he was a very high-level, entertaining guy. In the beginning, when I started watching boxing, I really looked at it as, you know, all fighters deserve respect, but they wasn't giving my fighter any. So I felt like I should treat fire with fire and talk about their favorite fighters. And that's why we're here where we are today. It didn't have to be like this. People hated on Tank before they hated on anybody else around his weight class. In and around his weight class. It was just him. In my opinion, when I started watching boxing, Deontay Wilder and Gervonta Davis are the only 2 people that got hate. The only 2 people. And now Wilder's being loved because they cheated him and he lost. And they seen what they wanted to see. They feel good about seeing what they've seen. So they're giving him a little bit of respect now for the people that was disrespecting him. A lot of people gave him a lot of love his entire career, but that's just facts. Gervonta Davis, man, y'all seen the growth from Gervonta Davis. You seen it. You seen him tweeting and talking about shit, being in people's business to nothing. And then people got upset that he was tweeting and then deleting it. And I told everybody, it's like every time I tell people stuff about Tank, y'all don't believe me. And then a year or years after it, when you hear from their mouth, I don't never get no credit. But I'm always fucking right. And you know, it's easy. All I do is give them the benefit of the doubt. Nobody want to give Tank the benefit of the doubt. That's why everybody's always fucking wrong about Tank. That's why you can't get right. Salute to you, Big Dog Willie in the super chat. Said Big Wolf Ticket. Haney says Devin can outside Tank, outsell Tank. Okay. In somebody else's country with their fan base, maybe. But anyways, man, it's like Tank, man, he different. He been different. I told everybody about that sparring. I said, y'all shouldn't even respect sparring, number one. But number two, he admit to getting stopped the first one, but y'all want to talk about a second? Let them just cancel each other out. But it didn't happen like that. So I broke it down. Shout out to Knockout Boxing, 86 TV. I went on his panel shortly and said my piece. And I proved to be right a year and a half after, when Floyd said it out of his mouth. I said, yo, y'all keep talking about this sparring, and for real, y'all keep talking about how Tank was fat, but y'all act like he was in tip-top shape for a dog fucking sparring against a rematch versus Devin Haney. Just think about that. I said, y'all don't think he was out of shape. Y'all don't think he was out of shape. Y'all don't think he stopped him. Y'all don't think he hurt him. Y'all don't think y'all this, y'all that. And then Floyd came out and was like, yeah, he wasn't in shape. He was fucking around with AB. What did AB say? We was just eating burgers. He knocked him out on his feet. Just get a man the benefit of the doubt and you'll be right. You might be right. Tank is real. Shit's real. Years went by and Tank's team didn't say specific things to make people shut up about sparring. They let it go. He grown out here, man. He matured out here. He let the shit go. Y'all want to talk about him? How come he delete his tweets? What did I say? Well, I told y'all in live why he deleted his tweets before he fucking had to say it. That's why I made a short of him saying it. Because I told y'all why he did it. And then he came out and said exactly what I said on the reason why he deletes tweets. I said, man, y'all really think that Gervonta Davis has his notifications on tweets? He go on there, do what he got to do, and get off of tweets, man. If I say something, it's just like on YouTube. If I make a YouTube video and somebody that disagree with my video say something stupid in my chat, if I answer back and leave it there, man, I'll be going back and forth with that hater, that troll for weeks. Believe it. And I know, motherfucking, y'all know. Y'all ever made a video or went live and somebody was in the comment section every day, every 3 hours, he was writing something back to y'all, was replying back and forth like it was a goddamn job. It's been so many times that I've had a video and somebody came and told me some stupid shit and I said something back and then he said something back, I said something back. No, I don't do that shit no more. You know what I do? I'll read what the fuck they wrote. I'll write some ignorant shit back to them so they can read it, send that shit, and then I'll go to their channel, block them from coming back and saying shit to me. And then I'll probably still delete the whole fucking conversation. You know why? Because I live my life how I want to fucking live it. I'm not going to be subjected to answering your ass thinking that you want a conversation. Fuck you. Same shit about Tank. Why y'all can't use common sense, though? He said what he said, and it's it. That's over. It's over. People got more Twitter fingers than he do. He said what he said. It's over. Ain't nothing else to say. I said what I said and I deleted it. That's it. That's what Tank said out of his mouth. He said, I'd still be wanting endorsements, you know what I'm saying? That's why he'd be deleting this shit like a fucking politician. Who'd have thought? A Tank fan. That's who thinks. A Tank fan would think something like that. Other people ain't Tank fans. Not Tank fans. Not. Just saying. Just not. You cool with them. You like them, but it's not your favorite, I should say. You're a fan, but Tank ain't your favorite. Or else you would have been came to that conclusion. How many followers do he have? You know how many times if Tank had his notifications on for all social medias, his phone would be going off nonstop, yo. Nonstop. He don't have his notifications on. He sees some shit, he writes some shit, he delete it. That's it. I said what I said. Y'all the paparazzis, like I said, it's y'all job to catch it. It's y'all job to catch it. And he said, I might say that shit then, and then I might be mad and say something, and I won't be mad then, so I just delete it. Exactly, bro. You know why? Common sense will make you think of some shit like that. Common sense. But people don't want to give Tank the benefit of the doubt because you're really not a fan of his. You just talk about him for views. I see through a lot of shit because I'm a real Tank fan. And I keep that shit down the middle and keep the same energy with a lot of fucking fighters. A lot of people don't know how to do that, yo, because they think about that dollar first. They think about the gas, the rent, the money. They think about money. It's not that serious, yo. And you see the big channel, shout out to Champ Side. Shout out to my guy, baddest brand in the land. A lot of motherfucking big ass channels, Ego and all that shit, man, they don't even act like that. The people that's trying to get big act like that. Big channels don't do that shit. Big channels don't play them games, man. They don't play all them fucking games. You know why? Because they know they appreciate the sport. They talk about it intelligently and say what it is. Fuck an agenda. They say what it is. That's why their fan base is going to continue to grow because they keep it real. Fuck having an agenda and making a fighter look bad just because you want another fighter to look good. Fuck that shit. It's a lot of big channels. I just named two. It's a lot of big channels. All right. That's what I'm going to say all of them. You know, LDBC got a lot of big channels. You know, you got Blue, you got 78. You got a lot of big channels. A lot of people there's a lot of channels. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to distract nobody. But seriously, if you don't respect this sport, why are you on here every fucking day? Like a lot of people be here 5 days a week to 7 days a week, but mad every time they on this bitch. If you ain't doing this shit for fun, it's like you weighing down the sport. For the people the spectators that's coming in your chat, watching your videos and shit, they're like, damn, this how boxing is? Bro, y'all tear people away. Just saying, like, a lot of shit need to be tightened up. Boxing is getting better. Shout out to the real face of boxing right now, Gervonta Tank, the Bank Davis. Well, however you want to say his name. Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? We're doing big things, man. Hopefully, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia push Bud to sign the contract and we get that fight at the end of the year. If Tank fight again, man, 2023 is lit. Lit as a motherfucker. Salute to everybody that came through this joint. I'm going to hop on out here. I know the fights is about to start. Let me get through the chat and we can get on up out of here because people love to argue. Misery, love, damn company. Facts on facts on facts. It's fruitless. Stand on your shit and keep it pushing. No bullshit. They just looking for stuff to be mad at. Facts. Shout out. Salute to you, DOG G215. Salute to you. Why is tweet and delete such a big deal? I don't know, man. They because you want views, people will be like, oh, is he standing on it? Is he gonna stand on what he's saying? Is it real what he's saying? Is it like, come on, bro? Even if you think that, say that shit once or twice and move on. Don't talk about it for 10 to 15 minutes. Don't make a whole fucking 30-minute hour live about the shit. But that's what people be doing. That's the problem. Devin had a big paycheck. Yep. I'm not a Tank fan, but damn, it ain't hard to figure out. Excuse me. folks will try and argue you to death. Shake my It's not that serious. Damn, yo. And the only reason why I talk like this is because I see it. I see it every day. I've been seeing it for years. Like, bruh, I couldn't live and be a Tank fan. People had to hate on me being a fan. Like, Brad, if only people would have let me live, that wouldn't even be talking like this. People can do whatever the fuck they want over there. People brung the hate to me. So it is what it is. They just have to shut up, humble yourself, and make the fights with who they think is on their level or better. Facts. I think it's pretty clear belts have nothing to do with any of the decisions that fight. Exactly, man. I'm not even going. I'm waiting for Just Do to make that video or some shit that he said. Man, it's facts. Yo, money is more important than the belts. It just is what it is. If I know I'm going to spar you and they build it up, but you say, okay, I'm going to get paid to spar in Vegas and Floyd Gym, who would turn down that? Exactly. I said that last live. I was like, yo, who do y'all know? What's the list of people that y'all wouldn't fight for $10 million? Like, it's nobody on that list. Like, I'll fight anybody for $10 million tonight. Like, give me the plane ticket. I'll be there. We can fight tonight, yo, for $10 million. And I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what name is on that sheet. I'm gonna sign it and I'm gonna get paid. It is what it is. A few channels I rock with, live or replay, where I don't fall asleep while watching. Exactly, yo. It do be a lot, yo. Tune out that Bud versus EJ until it happened. Right, man. I'm so tired of that fight. I don't even have the same energy behind it, but I'm out of here. Salute to everybody came through. Salute to everybody gave a super chat. Everybody, please hit the like button. Everybody, I'll see you next Saturday. Salute to Skywalker Boxing for becoming a channel member. Salute to you. I see you next Saturday, every Saturday. Salute to you, Copper Aborigines. Up in this joint late. Go ahead and hit that replay. It's worth it, though, yo. Salute to everybody that came through. Always like